Well, hey guys, I hope everyone's week is going swimmingly. It's actually warming up here quite a bit, and I don't know, I'm kind of feeling springy. It's the end of the day for me, and I'm about to bop into the gym. I thought I'd come on here and film a video for you guys. I'm unwinding with a little bit of the Ahmad black currant tea update. For those of you who care, the Now Foods stevia drops. I've tried the vanilla and the chocolate. They do not compare to the sweet leaf ones. I will be going back as soon as they are done. They're just not as good. But moving right along, those of you who came here are like, why is she talking about sweet leaf drops? I came here for Biooil. Speaking of which, you know, many people ask me if I could review Biooil. Probably for several months now, I get a lot of questions. Is Biooil good for X, Y, and Z? Could you review it? And I thought now would be a good time to review it since the Q&A on Friday was all about stretch marks. And one of the product claims on Biooil is that it's helpful for stretch marks. And so I often get many questions if I could review this for stretch marks. It also makes a lot of other claims. And if you're not familiar, I think Biooil originally comes from or is made in South Africa. But this sample was given to me at a dermatology conference, actually, by the Biooil rep. Disclaimer, but I looked online. This product retails for approximately $6 US per ounce. So it's kind of pricey. You know, they chisel the price down a little bit with, you know, by buying bigger bottles. But the smaller bottle, the like 1 ounce bottle, I think is something like $6 or $7. And so what does this product claim to do? Well, it claims to be, as I said, helpful for stretch marks, preventing stretch marks. It claims to be helpful for scars. It claims to be helpful for uneven skin tone and kind of, you know, evening out dyspigmentation, pigmentary concerns. And it also claims to be helpful for dehydrated skin as well as aging skin. So it really on the label here is not only making several claims that it's going to help a lot of things, but it's also targeting different demographics here. So this is kind of smart marketing here. We've got pregnant women, we've got scarred people, we've got, you know, anybody over the age of, I don't know what, 5 who's worried about aging skin these days. It seems like everybody is starting to worry about anti-aging from an even younger and younger age now. So, you know, that claim alone that they get people's attention. And then dehydrated skin, nobody likes to be dry and ashy. So, you know, they get your attention here with these claims right off the bat. What this product is building on is something that dermatologists we know quite well, is that these conditions that it's claiming to help for, scars, stretch marks, uneven skin tone, aging skin tone, dehydrated skin tone, using moisturizers for any of these skin concerns is very helpful, not necessarily in curing the problem, not necessarily in getting the problem to resolve immediately after use, but what moisturizing the skin does is that it really helps the skin barrier focus on healing the problem of concern and focus on healing. It just allows it to be a little bit more nourished. We have a natural moisturizing factor on the top layer of our skin that gets depleted with time. Some people have a genetic predisposition to having some deficiencies in their natural moisturizing factor, such as people with atopic dermatitis or eczema, people with a condition known as ichthyosis vulgaris, or, you know, just people who are plagued by dry skin in the wintertime. So you know, those claims. And then in terms specifically of scars, stretch marks, and uneven tones, you know, the idea of keeping the skin barrier moisturized when dealing with those concerns is really not so much, like I said, to prevent the problem or to make it go away or to cure it, but really as a necessary thing to stay on top of, because any additional dehydration of the skin, impairment of the skin barrier is setting that skin up for just irritation, more irritability, more inflammation in the skin. And it kind of distracts the skin from repairing the problem, such as hyperpigmentation. And so keeping the skin barrier hydrated, moisturized using just a plain moisturizer really is helpful, and just kind of cutting down on the burden of responsibility of your skin barrier while it's trying to do what it's trying to do. So this product builds upon that observation, in that we know that using mineral oil as a moisturizer for these concerns can be helpful, because it just helps keep the skin barrier hydrated. I mean, it's not you know, striking science. These are just kind of like basic principles of skincare that this product is building upon. Mineral oil, okay? So that's wonderful. All right, let's go through the ingredients a little bit here, and then I'll tell you about why I don't think this product is very good. Okay, so I mentioned mineral oil. That's the #1 ingredient, okay? It also has a few other inactive ingredients that I won't belabor here. They are all safe, added to stabilize the product. They're added to help keep the product basically as preservatives. Things like retinol palmitate serves as kind of an antioxidant in this, as does actually vitamin E oil or tocopherol. I did a whole video on, you know, kind of decoding some of the inactive ingredients, reading how to read skincare labels, where I go into this more. If you're interested, I'll list that video down below. This product, in addition to mineral oil, also has sunflower seed oil. Fantastic. They're mambo comboing two oils that have been shown in moisturizers to be great ingredients, okay? So when selecting a moisturizer, moisturizers that have mineral oil and sunflower oil in them can be really helpful. Great for people with eczema. We know that. So far, so good, okay? I mentioned the vitamin E oil in here. I want to point out the fact it's called tocopherol acetate, okay? It is primarily in this product. To add a little bit, it functions kind of as a dual role. A little bit as a moisturizer, but largely as an antioxidant kind of stabilizer for the product, okay? That's important to know, because there is this idea that putting straight vitamin E oil on your skin is a good idea. I've talked about this before. Straight vitamin E oil, like out of a vitamin E capsule, has actually been shown to be very irritating and is not recommended, okay? For a long time we recommended it, and then we found out it wasn't such a good idea. When it's in things like this, it's not like the straight vitamin E oil, and you're generally okay and good to go. But where this product just starts going awry, and I really have a problem with it, is then they start adding in essential oils, okay? They add in lavender oil, rosemary oil, calendula, and soybean oil, which is actually not too problematic, but lavender oil and, you know, the rosemary oil are really problematic. Essential oils in skincare products are basically fragrance. I mean, they are fragrance. Lavender smells good, period. It doesn't matter that it's all natural, it smells good. And, you know, your body, when lavender oil and essential oils are applied to the skin, your body goes, whoa, what is this plant thing that you're putting on me? And it starts to kind of survey that a little bit more. In other words, essential oils in moisturizers are distractors, okay? And the whole purpose of moisturizing your skin in these skin concerns is to minimize distractions, minimize the distractions to your skin as it's trying to kind of cope with whatever concern it is that you're attempting to address with this product. So the essential oils in here were a bad idea. I'm just gonna sip of my tea here while I'm getting riled up here. Essential oils were a bad idea. Not to mention essential oils, you know, we're under this impression that essential oils are all natural and they're like pure and non-toxic. Essential oils are not a pure substance. They're a bag of different chemical compounds, okay? And those chemical compounds, when exposed to light in a transparent bottle like this, in a non-opaque bottle, when exposed to light, essential oils, you know, can degrade with time. So, you know, this product it's gonna undergo some degradation just by virtue of the fact that light can get in through. It just makes it more prone to degradation. When essential oils degrade, they become even more problematic for our skin immune system, and they can cause really nasty rashes, and really nasty rashes that occur when you go outdoors in the sun. It's called a photo irritant or photo contact dermatitis. Okay, the sun plus the combination of a degraded oil can really be bad news bears, and really drive, actually worsen aging concerns in the skin, worsen any kind of pigmentary concern in the skin for sure, and not help a scar. You know, a scar is, you know, down in the deeper layers of the skin. Any more irritation on top of that, it's not going to bode well for the scar tissue, okay? And any subsequent intervention that you attempt, whether it be through your dermatologist or other healthcare provider, such as a plastic surgeon, this can cause, you know, this is just going to get in the way of that for healing the scar. You're, like I said in the stretch marks video, you're either going to get stretch marks or you're not. Putting this on, really, you know, we've got good data that while moisturizers can be helpful, there's really absolutely nothing that can prevent stretch marks. It's likely a matter of your genetics, but putting essential oils on your skin while you're pregnant, you're asking it to do way too much, and you're likely to run into problems irrespective of the stretch marks. So. And then lastly, in addition to essential oils, which are essentially fragrance, they add more fragrance into the product, okay? And they actually give you their fragrance mix. They call it fragrance, parentheses, parfum. And then they also list out the individual fragrance ingredients here, which, you know, for a consumer, you may not know that these things are fragrance. Their names are citronella, and amyl-cinnamol, geranyl, hydroxycitronel, and limonene and linalool. Those are all fragrance ingredients, okay? And so, you know, I appreciate that they tell you which ones are in here, but all of them can be very, very problematic for the skin. Not a good idea. So, you know, long story short, I don't think this is a good product. I don't think it's good for acne-prone skin, not because it has mineral oil or it's going to clog your pores, but because acne is an inflammatory skin disease, and putting fragrancy things on an inflammatory skin disease just sets the stage for more inflammation and worsening acne and worsening what's called post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, or dark marks, in the setting of healing acne, or acne that's attempting to heal and go away, okay? So no, not good for acne-prone skin. Not good for a scar, okay? I mean, this is something that can definitely be very, very irritating. You go out, you put this on a scar, you get it exposed to ultraviolet light, the scar is going to darken, and it, you know, that makes it even more disfiguring for you, and you know, can really make you feel unhappy. So not a good idea there. As far as, you know, stretch marks, like I already said, not only stretch marks in the setting of pregnancy, but if you're somebody who's lifting weights, worried about getting stretch marks in your arms, I can see somebody grabbing this and slathering it up like on their inner arms. And, you know, that's a setting where, when combined with body sweat and then frictional forces, it's really creating a lot of irritation, driving these irritating fragrancy molecules further in the skin, can really set you up for a nasty rash while you're working out. So it's not a good one for stretch marks at all. Aging skin, I mean, it's like you're gonna stop the clock by putting a flower on it. Why do we keep propagating this myth? I mean, it's ridiculous, okay? No, okay? This is not going to reverse, prevent, or delay aging in any way, shape, or form. If anything, it's gonna accelerate it, particularly if you go out and develop a photocontact dermatitis to this ridiculous product. So no, not good for any sort of anti-aging wrinkle concern whatsoever. You know, really the focus there, as I always say, should be on sun protection, not hey, let's dance with the devil with the sun out there in the sun. So yeah, I wouldn't get swayed into believing that's going to be useful for aging. And then as far as dehydrated skin, or dry skin, I mean, they like to call it dehydrated as if that's something like particularly unique. They really just mean dry skin, okay? Yeah, mineral oil is good for dry skin, but all this other crap is not, okay? Dry skin is inherently already an impaired skin barrier, okay? So more stuff can get in. All this fragrancy garbage can get on in and say, hey, immune system, and distract the stink out of it from healing the skin barrier and getting the dry skin better. Whereas inert mineral oil on its own was all it really needed, okay? So guess what? As far as the ingredients in here, the mineral oil, you had me at hello, okay? That's all that you need, all right? If you're pursuing something like this, it's straight mineral oil. You can get a bottle of mineral oil from Walmart, Equate brand, for $2 for 16 ounces versus $6 for $6 for an ounce of this flowery oil, okay? That, you know, is really risky. And it smells, this smells like perfume. I mean, it's really, really perfumey. So it's actually a nice scent. After I just berated it to death, it actually smells nice. And I mean, it's pink, right? How tempting is that? I'm even tempted to slather this all over myself and give myself post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, but I'm not gonna do it. I put a little on my wrist here, but just, you know, to test it out and see what it smelled like. But I never had any intention of using this, but I held on to it solely for the purposes of reviewing it for you guys because you all had asked about it. But overall, long story short, I don't recommend it. If you do like oils, or you know you are attempting to battle with any of these concerns, I've got some videos on all of them pretty much. But just straight mineral oil, the Equate bottle of mineral oil for $2, 16 ounces. I mean, there you go. That's where the data lies that can be helpful. The mineral oil, okay? Now it's not going to clog pores, okay? Do not go down that rabbit hole of mineral oil being pore clogging and problematic. If you're at all like, whoa, what did she just say? Check out my pore clogging ingredients video. I discuss why. Okay, but yeah, I think this is, you know, maybe nice as a perfume, but it's kind of a dance with the devil. You know, maybe a little bit behind the ears before you go out to your prom. I don't know. It does smell nice. I'm not gonna pretend that the lavender and the rosemary and the linalool aren't a nice fragrance mix. They did a good job with that, but it can be really, really problematic. So long story short, I do not recommend Biooil. It is not helpful for any of these conditions, and if anything, can exacerbate them and potentially worsen them, set you up for other problems. But yeah, you know, suffice it to say, you know, as I said in the stretch marks video, there's absolutely nothing that's been shown to be preventative for stretch marks. So, you know, do know that if you're going into pregnancy, you know, just using a plain moisturizer is a good skincare practice. You're either going to develop them or you're not. And, you know, going out and buying a 1 ounce bottle of $6 oil, it's not gonna help anything. So don't be tempted by the claims. There is nothing that has been shown to prevent stretch marks or to make stretch marks go away as far as over-the-counter cosmetic things, okay? And so check out my stretch marks video if you have more questions on stretch marks, but yeah. And dark spots, hyperpigmentation, not gonna help with that. If that's you, check out my how to fade dark spots video. Biooil is not mentioned in that. I go over what is helpful for that, so make sure you check that out. Dehydrated skin, I've definitely got videos on that, so check that one out as well. How to moisturize the skin, ingredients to look for in a moisturizer, selecting a moisturizer based on your skin type. So, you know, I hope those videos are helpful to you guys, but don't go down the biohazard oil, the Biooil hazard dome. I hope this video was helpful to you guys and you liked it. If so, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.